How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to my survival world. In today's episode, as promised last episode, we're going to be building the windmills today. That is the plan. And then of course we're going to be doing other bits and stuff like we do in every single episode. I'm going to try and keep this episode a little bit shorter than last one because I think it was a little bit longer than I was planning for it to be. It ended up being like 35 minutes, which is crazy. I didn't expect for that to happen. The only change since last episode is I'm starting to farm up some animals right now because one of my things on my to-do list is to get these guys a home and to get them, you know, this is really early game stuff. I've just not farmed these since, you know, the start of the world. I used to have a very small cow pen down there. Like, this is going back in the very early, the very first 100 days, basically, of the world. That's all I had, and then I need to just get them all going in. Obviously, these guys, I have a colourful wool farm, which I'm gonna, I guess, yeah, it needs some rework, doesn't it? It's not the best looking thing in the world, but that's going to be a plan for another time. But for now, we're going to be focusing on the windmills. Now, if you have been to the streams, you should know what these look like. I've used Lightmatica at the moment to get them in. They're currently placed in the right positions. I just need to get on with the build. More specifically, I just need to go and gather the materials. So we're going to have windmill there, and I think there's one lower down somewhere. I can't exactly remember. And then we're going to have 4 on this side. I just need to get rid of these netherrack circles because these were placeholders before I even decided to plan the builds anyway. So I say, do we do the time lapse right now? You know what? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's jump into the time lapse and get these things built. Guys, we have some bad news. We have some bad news. Replay mod 1.20.2 is still not out. It's still not out. So what I'm going to do instead, because I really want to get these built and I don't want to have to wait, is I'm going to build one windmill at a time and I'm going to slowly come back into the episodes. So you're not going to see them get built per se, but you're going to see the process. Okay, so the thing that I'm going to struggle with the most here is I can't, if I show you every single one after I built a windmill, they all look the same apart from the roof. Every single one has a unique colored roof. That is it. Every single one of them, though, is the exact same. So maybe I stop after the first few and then just get them built, I guess. So we'll see how that goes. I had to go get the materials before I cry and wait for replay mod to come out. Can we please have replay mod? That'd be great. I shouldn't have updated. I updated for diamonds. I updated for diamonds. Oh, this is painful. Also, we got these guys on a live stream. Say hello to the mushrooms. They've all got names. Bloom, we got Vroom, we got Shoom, and we got Gloom. Yeah, say hello to those guys. Stream named them, not me. Blame the Twitch chat. Blame the YouTube chat, whatever it was. Oh, and speaking of streams, expect streams on both platforms because I'm allowed to stream on both platforms now. So, yeah, expect that coming soon. I keep forgetting I've moved my storage in this building. I keep going down there. Okay, so it turns out you can't get the materials until you've gone and opened the placement thing. But anyway, we don't need to worry about that, or that. We need to worry about, how come those are missing? No, that's not right. Ignore them, I think. Spruce log. Yeah, this is where we're gonna have to start. So we've got all these. Yeah, let's just get all these. We're gonna need twice the amount. So I don't care about the amount as long as I've got a list of things that I need. So let's just take a bunch of spruce and oak materials. Take my deep slate, cobblestone barrels. Yeah, you guys get the gist. As you can tell, anything that's got the number 28, sometimes 20, because I've textured it with other things. Those are the roof colors of this. So we have, actually, smooth sandstone is textured in with birchwood, I think. Mud bricks is textured in with packed mud. We've got bamboo mosaic textured in with, where is it? What is it textured in with? I thought I textured it in with another bamboo type, but clearly not. That's going to be interesting when I do that one. And then obviously the jungle wood. So that's going to be fun. Wait, what if I got 8 of? Yeah, that's definitely not a wreath. All right, as you can see, I have built 2 of the windmills. And I just figured I would pop in again just to show you guys what's happening. What's the differences? What are these windmills going to look like? And this is basically, I'm building 8 of these in total. There's going to be 2 more on this side, and then there's 4 going to be over on that side where these wheat fields are. And hopefully it gives this part of the wheat field some chance to grow because these wheat fields, I mean, they're not in any render distance. They're not in the spawn chunks, and they're also not in my render distance over there. Why does that hill look weird? Well, that's not... Oh. I was going to question that. I'm pretty sure there's not a hill that tall behind there, but clearly there is. That is the one that I crossed to get over here. Well, this is what this area is going to look like eventually. Hopefully, there's going to be 8 windmills, like I said. 1, 2. As you can see, the only difference... Why is the button not rendering in? I placed the button. There's supposed to... Hang on. There's supposed to be a button. Wait. Right. Let me get to it without falling. Right there. That's where the button's meant to go. I don't know why. I swear I placed that. But yeah. Basically, is it... Have I placed it on that one? Yeah, I have. It's just right there in my view, just there. So, yeah. The only difference is, like I said, is the roof. So this one we have the stripped crimson wood. And then on that one, we have the bamboo mosaic mixed with the bamboo planks. I think it looks really, really cool. The windmills, of course, are at different heights just to make it look a little bit different. And by the way, that island right there gives me a perfect opportunity to do a custom island right here. I haven't decided yet. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas, because eventually this area, let me just walk you through it. Once these windmills are built, I'm going to do a ton of custom trees around the area to make it look really overgrown, right? Not too many to the point where they obstruct the windmills, because obviously it wouldn't make sense, but just enough, right? There's going to be enough trees. Like, these ones are going to get all cut down, going to be replaced with custom trees. This whole ravine is going to get covered up. Then, if I am not mistaken, let me just fly a little bit higher. The idea is where these windmills are going to go. I think that's the furthest back one, so it stops about here. There's going to be a path going down to the river here. Might do a bit of a docks area. And then I'm going to do my own custom village around this area right here, which is going to be very vanilla style. Like, I'm going to try and keep true to the vanilla villages, but I'm going to do it in my own way. So, and there's going to be a castle, I think, a small one, not a big one, just here. Because castles are made to defend, right? That's the whole point of a castle. And I feel like on the edge of this, land here, we can have a castle made to defend any attacks coming in from over there. Obviously, it's just lore, guys. It's lore. We just got to use our imagination here a little bit. But that is kind of the long-term plan. There's going to be windmills. There's going to be custom trees all around the area. That's going to get covered up down there. All these are going to be removed and replaced with custom trees. And then a custom village over there, custom island. And yeah, this is going to be a long project to get this area fully complete. But trust me, once it's done, it's going to look good. Anyway, I got some building to do. I am going to finish the 2 windmills on this side. And I'll catch you guys once I've done that. Alright, welcome back. I mean, unfortunately there was no time lapses of all that. I really wish there was. I need replay mod ASAP. But as you can see right behind me, we have 4 out of 8 complete. We just need the 4 over there, and then we're good. So, this schematic is kind of still not fully built yet, because I still have some custom trees in the schematic that I haven't put in yet. But that will all come in due time. One thing I do need to fix is my temporary mob farms that I've created. Obviously, this one hasn't got one, thankfully. But I am losing space in my inventory here to hold stuff. I'll fix that after. Oh, wait, let's just do... I don't even know what order that was. That's going to do... Okay, it's fine. It's only 2 blocks. Put that one there and there. Can I pick up that other cobblestone, please? That is important. I'm making this so much more difficult than it needs to be. Let me just put these blocks back. Anyway, so you're going to notice a bit of a problem here. So our main base is currently over here. Now, just for the record, I plan long-term to expand just away from this area. Only because I feel like if I keep building around here, it's going to get very, very tedious very quickly. So I'm going to plan on having different areas. I want to live in my world, right? I want to live in my world. I don't want to live in an area. I want to live in the world. What does that mean? Well, it means having different bases scattered around different areas, so it feels like I'm living in more than one world, so it's like, I'm not stuck around the same terrain in the same environment, because I think that will get a little bit boring, if I'm honest with you. So, this is why I'm slowly expanding the area a little bit, and obviously from the back, these don't look like windmills. They don't. Like, if I fly over here, and you get a bit of a view from this side, they do and they don't, but it's from the back, right? It looks a little bit tedious from the back, so there's going to be some trees and stuff blocking the view, and other bits and bats to try and fix that. But overall, I'm very happy with how these have turned out, and this is only half of the project, or half of the windmills built. Okay, so people on the live streams may have seen this as a spoiler. You may have seen the creative test world if you've been in the live streams. But for those that haven't, let me just expand my... Let's go to... I don't know if it's the fog that I might need to up. It should be fine. You can yeah, it's the fog. You can kind of get the idea. Let me just quickly change that back to 20 so I don't lag my PC out. But you can see the windmills, okay? Just imagine these are in full view. You've got 4 windmills there, and then you're gonna have 4 here facing towards one another. I just feel like from this view, it's gonna look really good because you're gonna have the front of the windmills there and the front of the windmills there. But of course, viewing it from that side this way, and then the view that we just did from that side that way, it looks really weird. Why is my game going weird? Is that because I've got... Oh, I forgot I had that turned on. I wonder why my game looked weird. I use that for content purposes, by the way. It's not always on. I just forget that it's on now. Because they've got rid of the thing here. It's here now. But it used to be displayed there. If you guys can see my mouse cursor right at the very top. And it's not anymore. I just forget it's there. But this is... I thought my electro broke then for some weird reason. This is where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and build the other 4 windmills. And then we should be sort of done for this area for now. I feel like trying to build the same area up, you know, it gets a little bit boring, doesn't it? Why does it have to rain when I'm about to press record? It's literally just done it. Also, if you can see the floating leaves in the background there, that's where I've harvested some tall jungle trees in the past, and the leaves still haven't decayed, despite being very close to the spawn chunks. But we're done. All windmills have been built. There was going to be one here, but I moved it to there. So these are now facing inwards. These 4 are now facing towards us. And we now have the windmills in place. I think these look really, really cool. So the last clip that you just saw and the clip you're about to see, there's a massive gap in between both of those. So I'm just going to explain what has happened since, because I ended up taking on one of the most grindy projects I think I've ever done in Minecraft. Like, ever. I say grindy, it took 2 full days IRL, so maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But as you can see on the screen, I have been breaking bedrock in the nether roof because I was going through my world to-do list and I wanted to try and take on something grindy. I wanted to try and get something done that I know I needed to do soon, and I wanted a nether hub. And for my nether hub, I knew I wanted a circular hole in the nether roof, so I spent as long as it took to get all the bedrock removed, and thankfully I found a video from Chaos Blend that explained a much easier way to get rid of bedrock in the nether roof, which was pretty much legit. You know, it's not like I'm going in creative destroying all the blocks. It's through a method that doesn't use TNT, and it uses a method of lag, which obviously needs a mod. I think it was Tweakaroo that I needed to get this done for the fast clicks, but I mean, it was still a part of the game, so to me it was perfectly fine and legit. So it took me 2 full days still, and now we have the circle in the nether roof, which I'm extremely excited to have. It took me so long to do though. It's one of the most tedious projects I think you can ever do in Minecraft, unless you decided to remove every single piece of bedrock on the nether. Then if that was you, then good luck. But for me, it was just a circle. Anyway, there's been some clips that have been recorded since, so let's get on with those. I still can't believe that I just did all of that. I just, like, that took me 2 days IRL to do. And it's been something I've been putting off for so long, but something I know I wanted to do. Because I kind of wanted ice roads on the level of the nether, and then have my hub connected to like a giant hole leading up to the roof. I think it's amazing. And I've actually got a build planned for this bit already. I've actually marked out the circle that we're going to be using. Ignore all the dirt that's in my inventory. I've been terraforming in the overworld while I couldn't record. But yeah, I have a plan of what this is going to look like. And so far, it looks really, really good. I just want some feedback on it though, because I still feel like there's something missing from the original build. And it is planned in creative because I didn't really want to jump into it firsthand. And it's just a gradient of glass coming down into a circular hub with ice roads leading out of the sides. That's the plan. I'm not going to show you the actual plan of it just yet. I'm kind of waiting for replay mod to come out for 1.20.2 because I stupidly updated without realizing replay mod wasn't out. So any builds that I'm doing, I'm either having to do first person montages of, or I literally have to do them off camera because it's just kind of pointless. I kind of wish I could time lapse because that's where the best builds come out, because obviously a lot of creators are quite transparent with the fact that they use like Matica. And if I turn mine on real quick, you'll actually see the very first layer of the build that we're going to be doing. I'm not going to show you the rest of it, but it is locked in place and it is ready to go. And I'm just waiting for replay mod because obviously it makes the time lapses look so much better. Imagine watching a first person montage with like Matica. Personally, I don't think I would like it. So I do want replay mod to come out. Other than that, this build would probably be done off camera, which I don't really want to do. Now let's take a look at the bedrock circle that we created. It is magnificent. It turned out better than I expected. So these trees look very cramped, right? They do, because it's all the same leaf type. It looks boring. We need to spice it up a little bit. Especially, in fact, we kind of have done it with these trees here. We've got azalea and oak mixed, azalea and oak again. These other trees aren't mixed. I need to mix them up a little bit. So, if you pay attention to how this tree looks around this bit here, I'm going to focus on that branch, and you'll see the difference. And now, with the difference, it already looks better. I still need to add a few more spruce ones, I think, to this gap, just to make it look a little bit better. But as you can see, we've replaced some of the leaves with moss and added grass on top to add that little bit of extra fluffiness and shape to it. And then we're going to be adding the spruce in where I think the shadows should be. So we're looking at like the darker bits. I just did that one just so it could stand out a bit. Ideally, the spruce wouldn't go there. I'd focus more on like the inside of where the shadows would be. For example, that one, maybe just a few of the inside, couple at the bottom on the outside, and I think it would look really good. So while I wait for replay mod, I'm just going to spend some time playing without the stress of recording just today and possibly tomorrow, depends on what my schedule's like, of trying to do as much of this to the trees as possible, and hopefully it looks good. I wish I could time-lapse this, but I don't really want to put myself on hold while I have the motivation, because I'm very motivated to play. I just feel like I can't because of replay mod. But anyway, it's by the by. Let's go. Alright, it's a few days later. Replay mod is finally out, and we now have an update on the trees. I've only done the first few because I've been busy. I've been busy working on the Nether hub, which we're going to roll a time lapse for in just a second because it is done. Yes, it's done. It took me a long time to do. But this is what the trees look like. I decided against the spruce because I don't think it looked very good. I have decided to go with azalea, oak, and moss with the grass on top. I know I've got a fern over there, but, you know, we'll get rid of that. I don't think the ferns look as good as the grass. It just gives that little bit of, I guess, puffiness and stuff to the tree. Makes it look a little bit more realistic and overgrown, which is what I'm going for. With that, let's jump in to the time lapse of me building the Nether hub. Let's go. Alright, welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed the time lapse, and I just had to re-record this clip because for some reason my mic just sounded completely weird, but the hub is completely done and it's looking really good, if I have to say so myself. And we've also added some banners that tell you which direction you're going to. This one looks like the Nox Crew sign, and then we've got east, south and west, and then obviously we have the tunnels. This one was a priority because this leads to my wither skeleton farm, but we are slowly working on towards getting those done. I have then been doing the north tunnel, which led me to a huge basalt delta. And yeah, it's just, I kind of want to start working on bringing my, let's not have that guy attack me. I want to start working on bringing my portals from the roof down to the same level that the actual ice roads are going to be at. But also, before we end the episode, I have something incredible to show you. Okay, this portal that you're seeing right now is completely new. This leads to a brand new area within my world that I need to start building in ASAP. This is the best terrain that I've ever seen randomly generated. All right, are you guys ready? I don't think you're ready. And yes, we are on top of a snowy mountain, and you guys aren't ready for this. You guys aren't ready. You think we're building a snowy biome? I don't think so. We are building, or going to be building, in this area, which honestly, if I saw this at the start, I would have absolutely freaked out. Look at this whole area that is just begging to be built on. Like everything. It's got a cherry biome down there. It's got an abandoned village in the distance. It's got 2 flower forests. It's got 3 snowy mountains. It's just perfect. It's got everything. I feel like just looking at this area, it looks like it's just been carved perfectly. Apart from the village being in the river as well, but that's the only downside. It's got every biome that you could possibly think of having. We have spruce trees. We got the mega tiger, I think that is. We have the birch forest. We've got the dark oak forest over there. It's got everything. I just want to build here so much, but I'm not going to do that until I finish my area. So if you guys have any suggestions for things that we should do in our area, I have a lot of plans that I want to do. In fact, you guys haven't even seen the start of this yet. Hang on. Yeah, if you've got any suggestions, let me know in the comments of things we should build on my main area. That's a dripstone cave right there, alright? So pay attention to what's around us currently, because there's a lot of things that's around this area, and it's very, very accessible. So flying over this way, we have that, which is randomly generated. Obviously, it just looks absolutely crazy, just the way it is. Just the way it's just randomly generated in its current state. We've got more land over there, savanna as well. I think there's a desert over there, I could be wrong. But then the best bit about this is I've located something that we're going to transform that is a lot smaller than our original one, which is just about to load in. There we go, it's right there, and it also has a randomly generated azalea tree on the island. So I'm very excited for that. It means there's a lush cave, dripstone cave, all of this area looking completely amazing. I just can't wait to build it. Honestly, I am super, super excited to start building stuff around this area, but I won't do that until I finish my starter area. I say starter area, there's a lot of things that I want to do. I want to do a little town, I want to do a docks area, basically get the whole thing looking good, custom trees, all that sort of stuff. So if you're excited as I am for moving on with this project especially, or moving around this area, this is currently 3,400 blocks away from where we are based, so which is why I'm using the Nether. But honestly, this area is incredible and I can't wait to build. But that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully the audio sounds a lot better than I originally anticipated, because I was not uploading that clip into that episode. It sounded dreadful. Hopefully this sounds better. If you're listening to this right now, it definitely sounded better, because yeah, I wasn't putting that clip in the episode. It wouldn't have been right. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode, and goodbye.